Welcome back to financialfreedomodyssey.com. My name is Mark, and here with another portfolio update. Today we're going to look at the update for October 2025. This marks the 14th month of these updates. Let's dive right in. So October has come and gone, so has Halloween. Market-wise, we were far from scary. I guess you could say it's scary if you believe that we are in a bubble camp. That the AI bubble is going to pop. It's going to be like early 2000s, and it's possible. Although those events over history seem to be rare, so I just stick to the plan, dollar cost average, and try not to worry about those sort of things. So a little bit about us. We had a record 110 trick-or-treaters at our place last night. So last night at the time of article writing. So I'm recording this on November 3rd, so a few nights ago. And it was great to see, all the little ones out in the costumes and living in Toronto. Most of the parents had at least a Jays hat or if not a Jays jersey on. So it's pretty cool to see the support for the Blue Jays. Unfortunately, they did lose. It was a very good game. Really proud of the Jays and how well the team performed this year. Kind of a heartbreaking Game 7, but anyways, this is how these things go. Looking at the indices, market-wise, up across the board here. I don't know how many in a row. I feel like it's been almost every single month since April, although we may have lost a little bit back in July. I guess I could go back through, but all in all, the year's been really good. With over the month of October, the S&P 500 up almost 2%, NASDAQ up 4.25%, Dow Jones up 2.5%, and the TSX 60 up about 0.5%. It'd be interesting to look in a quarter to see if the S&P 500 or the American market finally catches up to the TSX, as when we did our Q3 update a few weeks ago, it was still the case that the TSX was leading, which is pretty rare, but cool to see. Looking at my tickers, so VDY is up 0.31%, XAW up 2.12%, SCHD, yeah, yet again, another down month. I know I've said this before, but I feel like maybe time to exit and throw it all into VDI. Although I also think if I do that, it will be the month or the start of a run, but you never know. VTI up 1.86%. Taking a look at the moves that I did, made a couple purchases in the TFSA and just one singular buy in my RRSP. So TFSA, I bought HXQ with dividends. I bought a little bit more pref just to kind of bring it up to a round number. And I bought VFV was the major acquisition that I did once again. This brings my TFSA breakdown to look as follows. So VFV finally cresting that 20%. I think we were like 19.9 last month. The next biggest one on here, I believe, is still VDY. That looks to be the case, and Bank is right behind it. And with HXQ and XCI, pretty close on its tails. Taking a look at the RSP, I decided to buy VDY this month. So I haven't bought VDY in the RSP in quite a while. I have been contributing to the spousal RSP, so that takes part in that as well. But I just went with a slightly smaller buy than normal with VDI, and we will take a look at what we're going to do next month. Typically I do XAW in November and May, but I might just go with the spousal, but we will see. So that makes the breakdown to still over 50% on VTI, 50.3%. VDY is catching up on XAW, and SCHD is sitting at 4th place or last place here. So dividends increases and decrease. It did have a few this month actually. So Hamilton increased HYLD from 14.7 cents to 15.3 cents, HDIV from 17.3 cents to 18 cents, and QQCL was brought up again from 0.295 cents to 31.5 cents. XEI slightly raised there not that long ago. I think within the past year or so, it was at 0.135 of a dollar or 13.5 cents. So still a little ways to get back to the, I guess, all-time high dividend, but no worries there. Taking a look at the fear and greed index, at time of writing, we were sitting at 35 for fear. I can bring up a fresh one here, and wow. So as of this morning, we've jumped up to neutral. I wrote this article over the weekend, so yeah, that's not, let me go full website view here. Yeah, so as of November 3rd, and if I go back here, this is as of October 31st. So quite the swing. It's pretty crazy for sure. And looking at the AAII investor sentiment, we are 44% bullish, or were last week. So looks like we're still trending into the bullish category. The neutral continues to shrink as well. Back to the portfolio here. So yeah, I think all in all, another great month for the market. Like mentioned, we are seeing some signs of fear with some swings up and some swings down. But we are deep into the earnings season now, so we are getting some companies with big wins, like Nvidia's looked pretty good. Some companies had some big gains, but then also had some big expenditures. So Meta comes to mind here. They had a ton of CapEx spending, so their stock went down. But, you know, these are just reactions, or typically these days overreactions to the market. So it'll be interesting to see where we stand once the earnings season has passed us and we can get a consensus for the next couple of months. And who knows, maybe walk into a Santa Claus rally into November and December. Take care. Cheers.